Dragon Lee, one of the most exciting athletes in the industry. As you can see from the gold around his waist, one half of the World Tag Team Champions in WWE alongside the phenomenal AJ Styles. But the question tonight is, can Dragon Lee get along with his partner, El Hijo del Vikingo? Konnan, you certainly have your doubts. How do you see this playing out?
Well, the way he treated him and told him, you better have my back, it just looks like they're not going to be on the same page, and they may end up fighting each other. But let's see, you know, they might understand each other and surprise us and beat Dirty Dom and Grand Americano. That's the great thing about wrestling. Anything can happen.
This is certainly a unique situation in this tag team main event. As the last time we saw all four of these men in a match, they were all challenging for the same AAA Mega Championship in a fatal four-way. Tonight, they've got to join sides with the opposition.
Which, by the way, was one of the best matches of the year.
I couldn't agree with you anymore. Absolute banger.
Dralístico from Tala, Jalisco, from a wrestling family. His uncles were wrestlers. His dad, Bestia del Ring. His brother, Ruth, and his brother, Dralístico, wrestlers.
Family business for Dragon Lee. Much like this man, a former AAA Mega Champion 2 times over, El Hijo del Vikingo.
Vikingos? Yeah, go ahead.
I've got to ask you, we've seen in recent months the AAA fans sort of turning against Vikingo. How has that affected this young man?
I think he's found his true calling. Sometimes when a person is a fan favorite for too long, they need a change. And we're seeing it with him. We've seen it like with Jade Cargill. We've seen it with Naomi. We've seen it with so many people. And I think that it may be for the good as far as Vikingo goes.
Time will certainly tell. One of the most exciting athletes in the game. A man that you have spoken of on multiple occasions as the face of modern-day Lucha Libre.
High-flying Lucha Libre, yeah. He's a guy that I help nurture and cultivate. And he also, his dad, King Vikingo, his sister's also a wrestler. He's also got a mini called Mini Vikingo, which hopefully we'll see him soon, because he's great.
With the eyes of the entire wrestling world watching, a massive opportunity tonight for Vikingo to make a statement.
Who would have thought, Corey, this guy would be a fan favorite?
Not I, not for a moment.
Me neither.
But it is undeniable. In short order, El Grande Americano has become an international sensation.
And the funniest thing is, isn't he like Austrian or something?
The true identity of El Grande Americano is yet to be revealed. I've certainly heard some conspiracy theories.
All right, you're right.
I'm going to reserve judgments until the facts truly come out.
You're right.
But wherever El Grande Americano hails from, it is undeniable the connection he has forged with Lucha fans here in Mexico as well as around the world.
I think those are the haters saying that.
I think you might be right about that one.
Because he's fought and been alongside all the great Mexican legends.
El Grande Americano fancies himself a Mexican legend in the making. I know El Grande Americano has said he wants to be spoken of in the same breath as El Santo, as Blue Demon, as the absolute legends of Lucha Libre.
Well, the way he's going, he's on his way there, Corey. And another thing I never thought I'd see him tag up with Dom.
A lot of firsts tonight.
Yes.
A lot of things we never thought we'd see. A lot of things we never thought we'd witness have unfolded before our very eyes. And the the main event hasn't even begun yet.
This is incredible. He's fought John Cena in like 3 of John Cena's last 4 matches.
As you can tell from the lack of gold around Dom's waist, no longer the WWE Intercontinental Champion. To your point, Konnan, losing that title to none other than John Cena, but Dirty Dom does have the opportunity to regain the Intercontinental gold at Survivor Series as he challenges John Cena. But tonight, it's about representing AAA, it's about representing the Mega Championship, and representing the Gringos Locos. Look at the ring gear.
Yeah. And please tell everybody who the original Gringos Locos were.
That would be Eddie Guerrero, the uncle of Dirty Dom, and the Love Machine Art Barr.
Yes. Maybe the best tag team I've ever seen in Mexico.
The very first lucha I ever saw, the first Worlds Collide event back in 1994, I got to lay eyes on the Gringos Locos.
Yep.
As well as yourself, Konnan. Who would have thought all these years later I'd be sitting beside you calling the main event here in Mexico City?
Wrestling's beautiful, isn't it, Corey?
It sure is.
Okay, the people, just so you know, and I imagine you already knew that they're cussing out Hijo de Vikingo.
Vikingo constantly behind enemy lines no matter where he goes. But it looks like Dragon Lee gonna start things off with Dirty Dominic Mysterio. El más sucio de los sucios.
Well, what I like about Vikingo, I think his mentality was, you want to boo me, I'll give you something to boo about.
Sometimes that's easier than trying to swim upstream. Just roll with the punches.
Yep.
Dirty Dom burying a knee into the gut of Dragon Lee, one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions. Dragon Lee reminding the world just what he is capable of. This guy is an absolute joy to watch.
Hey, you know, now that I remember, do you know that originally there were 2 Gringos Locos, right? But then it turned into like 4 or 5 of us, and I was part of the Gringos Locos for a while.
I guess technically as a Cuban, you would not have been a Mexican. Is that still Gringo?
Well, how about Art?
Art Barr, I guess. Big kick from Vikingo, rocks El Grande Americano. Look out, Dragon. Vikingo awaits.
See, there's already strife.
Yeah, I mean, Vikingo took it upon himself to enter the matchup, tagging himself in, much to the chagrin of his partner, Dragon Lee, and what a meteora in the bottom turnbuckle. Cover by Vikingo. Hey, Konnan, I think it's safe to say that if somehow Vikingo is able to pin Dirty Dom, or Dragon Lee pins Dirty Dom, that would have to put them at the front of the line for a Mega Championship opportunity, yeah?
Well, wouldn't have to, would. But first they got to get along.
Easier said than done as El Grande Americano enters the action. It is loud in here tonight.
The whole night it's been loud, right?
Absolutely. It's been one of my favorite aspects of being a part of AAA, the atmosphere. The fans are some of the most passionate I've ever been in front of.
They've been very vocal all night.
Oh, beautiful leg line by El Grande Americano. Look how graceful Americano moves around the ring.
So confident, right?
Up and over goes Americano, able to roll through. Nice deep arm drag takedown. Maintaining his grip into a hammerlock. Technical mastery from El Grande Americano.
So a soccer chant for Grande Americano.
much fun to be a part of these AAA events.
And so much fun calling them with you, Corey. I got to put you over on that.
I appreciate it. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Look at the balance and athleticism of El Grande Americano. Having a little fun.
And the next
Rallying
one.
the fans upside down, standing on his head, and a fantastic escape.
The little
Pledging
pose.
allegiance.
Yeah.
Pledging allegiance to the Mexican flag.
He's really known how to win over these people.
I see the videos all over social media, wildly popular anywhere Americano goes. Combination hammerlock, rear chin lock applied, keeping Vikingo grounded. Do you like this strategy from Americano?
100%, that's a smart thing to do. You don't want Vikingo to take off and start flying, because that's when, wow, he's at his best. Wow.
Almost spiked Americano there. Ooh! Kick to the body from El Hijo del Vikingo. Is there any part of Vikingo, Konnan, that feels overlooked, that with this influx of talent from WWE, from around the world, that he's no longer the kingpin here in AAA? Ooh!
Well, we're talking, like I said before, we're talking high flying. There's always been like a hierarchy. So, you know, you had Rey Mysterio, Juventud Guerrera, Psychosis. Those were the first original 3 high flyers, right? Then after that, you had a kid called Venom. Then after that, you had Phoenix. And then after Phoenix is Hijo del Vikingo.
What is Vikingo doing? He just put the brakes on his own tag team partner, Konnan.
Right.
Oh! Vikingo wanted to do the dirty work himself.
Did the Arabian moonsault himself.
Shout out to one of the greats, Sabu. Oh! Tope con Hero from Dragon Lee. Got a game of one-upsmanship between Dragon and his partner Vikingo.
I don't think either of them were happy that they were going to be their partners, but at least Dragon Lee said, hey, let's be professional and let's, you know, work together. And it seemed that, you know, from Vikingo's attitude, he wasn't having none of that.
Oh, look out from behind, Dirty Dom and Americano take down the opposition. You'd have to figure at the end of the day, Konnan, no matter who your partner is, you'd like to have the winner's purse. You'd like to go to the pay window at the end of the night and get that extra bonus for getting the job done, no matter who you got to tag in and out.
Right, you don't have to be looking behind your back for another extra guy.
Dom striking hard, striking fast, and Americano follows suit. Wow. Tatsos from Dirty Dom and Americano echoing throughout the arena. Listen. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We knew the main event would get chaotic. It has not disappointed thus far, but now the king of the luchadors, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, in control inside the ring, while Americano handles business on the outside.
Yeah, for the last few minutes, all I've heard is chops and people being thrown into the steel ring.
Smart me up, man. What did I just miss?
Well, I tell you what, Dominic and Grande, because this is the first time they've ever teamed up, correct?
To my knowledge, yes.
They got good chemistry.
Well, I think it's Americano and Dirty Dom, or the duo being professional, coexisting peacefully to get the job done.
Yep. They have the people in their pockets, everything they do. They're cheering. They're behind them. You know, they obviously don't like Hijo del Vikingo. They keep reminding stuff about his mom. They keep bringing Vikingo's mom up.
don't care who you are. No one likes to be disrespected like that. As Americano makes the climb, standing over Dragon Lee, trapped in a corner.
Soccer chant again for Grande.
Americano is delivering the punches in unison with the song.
He's too much, isn't he?
What a sight to behold.
I feel sorry for Dragon Lee here because he knows he's not going to get any help from Vikingo.
Well, you have to think that at least part of Dragon Lee expected this, didn't he? We know he made the overture. He tried to get on the same page with Vikingo, but Dragon's a bright young man. He knows what he's dealing with. Oh, time to pay a little homage.
Who's going to do the frog splash?
We know Dirty Dom has mastered it. I have a feeling Americano could probably pull off a pretty decent frog splash in his own right. Oh, Dragon got the knees up.
But there's an old Eddie move.
Yes, sir. Paying homage. And tag made again from the outside. Vikingo taking the initiative to tag himself in, ripping Dom to the mat. And now the former mega champion teeing off. Wow.
And he's laughing at the people. Look at him. And he told them to F off.
It's drawn the ire of El Grande Americano, who had seen about enough. Double stomp from Vikingo.
The people have a few kind words for his mom again.
I think it's probably best we don't translate that for our international fans. And now Dragon Lee returns the favor, tagging himself in. Dom went for a knee, Dragon caught it, now stomping away at the mega champion. Oh my goodness. This team's falling apart before our very eyes.
Yeah. Dominic with a couple forearms to the face. Looked like he was going to do the Frankenstein. Oh, here comes the stomp.
Oh no, this is not where Dom wants to be. Double stomp from Dragon Lee into the cover. You know, Conan, I've had the honor of watching Dragon Lee for the past several years during his tenure in WWE, but for my money, the best Dragon Lee that I have personally seen has been right here in AAA. There's a level of comfort Dragon feels here that he maybe doesn't feel elsewhere around the world.
I would agree with you, you know, and one of the things about being in Mexico is he's in his home court. You know, he started basically in Mexico, trained in Mexico, in Lucha Libre. You know, he knows he's wrestled almost everybody in AAA. So there is a familiarity.
Oh!
And when he went to WWE, you know, he had to be deprogrammed and learn the American style.
Beautiful Michinoku driver by Dom. Buys the champion a little bit of time, and now it's Mysterio who needs a tag from Grande Americano.
Place is going nuts, asking for Grande to tag in.
And Americano was pacing the ring apron like a caged animal. Tag made. Vikingo welcoming in Dragon. This time El Grande Americano legal for his team. And a drop kick takes out El Hijo del Vikingo. Big kick rocks Dragon Lee from the second turnbuckle. Headbutt. El Grande Americano taking control of this matchup for his team. Driving the Dragon face first into the canvas. Here comes Americano. And a big right hand rocks Vikingo.
Well, he's taking him on by himself. Climbing the ropes.
Oh!
Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Americano is feeling it. It takes out Vikingo on the outside. But Dragon Lee with a super kick stops Americano in his tracks. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Americano able to counter his way out of a Liger Bomb attempt from Dragon Lee. Muscling up the Dragon Air Raid crash into the cover for the win in the main event. And Vikingo breaks up the fall. And Dirty Dom now.
Now that's a good partner. See how Dom is taking care of Vikingo?
Yes, sir. Tremendous athleticism from Vikingo. Kicks Dom between the eyes. And El Hijo del Vikingo perched on the top turnbuckle. Dom out of the way, and Dragon Lee knocked Vikingo down. I think that was unintentional, Conan. I believe Dragon Lee was trying to take out Dom.
Sure?
I'm not sure. At this point, I've got nothing but questions.
Right. Dom slides out. Hits him with
Diving
the headbutt.
headbutt. Covered by Americano, but watch Vikingo, 450 on Lee, on his own partner.
I think that's all she wrote.
I gotta agree with you. This team is disintegrated before our very eyes. Tag made again. The mega champion and potentially soon to be Intercontinental champion once again. Dirty Dominic Mysterio gonna dial it up. Dragon Lee out of the way.
Yeah. Duck, super kick. Wow, could
Muscling up
Dragon
Dom.
Lee beat Dom?
Sit out powerbomb, shoulders down.
Wow, that was close. And I knew Vikingo was gonna break it up.
It doesn't get any closer than that without the bell ringing. Dragon Lee beside himself with disappointment.
Hey,
Lee had to
kudos
think that was
Dragon Lee,
it.
man. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
kudos to him, because he's been fighting by himself.
And now Vikingo asking for a tag. I mean, can Dragon Lee even trust his partner?
Oh my God.
I guess there's our answer.
That's it. There's no more questions. There's no more questioning.
Absolute disrespect and betrayal. Oh my God. Vikingo just flattened his own partner. This is disgusting.
Oh, and he's gonna leave him. Wait, is he leaving him?
It certainly appears that way. Dragon Lee without an ally. 619. And the headbutt from Americano into the cover. Americano and Mysterio pick up the win. But Conan, I think the real story here is the dagger Vikingo just plunged into the back of Dragon Lee.